Hey, good morning, Facebook family. Please forgive me of the sun, while I'm speaking this morning. I guess it's the way I'm positioned or what have you. Just wanted to, reach out and say I appreciate each and every one of you. It's this time of the year where, a lot of people, feeling certain kinds of ways. I've noticed, I run into people and someone has lost someone during this time. They think about their parents or loved ones that they miss, that have left us from this earth. And a lot of people tend to feel sad during this time, and I'm always going to feel a certain kind of way when I see people feeling the way they feel, and I have tremendous empathy because I too feel that way at times, and it happens to us all because we love those that meant a lot to us while they were on this earth with us. I ran into a lot of people over the last couple weeks that just had some surprising, outcomes. Like, so many people have come to me and said that they have cancer. And from breast cancer to prostate cancer to lung cancer. And then over the years, then lost a lot of people around my age, a little bit younger. And we in these times where it's just so different. And maybe because I'm approaching 50, and I guess this is the time where people start losing their lives. And you're at that age where you're in the third quarter to the fourth quarter of your remaining years on this earth. Maybe that's the reason. The last time I felt this way was when I was a teenager, and I just kept losing people. And maybe losing those folk really affected me mentally, and I didn't even realize it. And maybe it affected my way of thinking. Maybe it affected my choices, my decision making, and my influences. Sometimes we don't look at the bigger picture of why we're in certain situations, or why we're in certain positions, or why is life dealing with us in a way that is not clear. So I started thinking about, what is the number one thing that's plaguing our communities outside of just the normal stuff that people put a lot of emphasis on. And the one thing that I can only think about that is really, really happening in front of me is the ability to cope. Like, people really lack coping skills. People really lack the ability to deal under pressure. And then when you do a further study and you look at things and you talk to doctors and you talk to different specialists, and then when you read the Word of God, and then you read and you study different information, you come to realize that, like, God already speaks about the burden, and He already speaks about don't worry and have faith, trust, and know that everything is good because I got it, but you just got to walk in the midst of me. So when I look at all these things, as I segue into the message, I start thinking about, like, wow, stress. We are stressing. Stress is at an all-time high. And we're stressing during a time where there's tremendous opportunity. We're stressing during a time where we have so much to be thankful for. We're stressing during a time where we pretty much have the ability to control our narrative because people have died and sacrificed for us to be in positions to be able to empower our situation. It's almost like we're detrimental to ourselves and we're not even realizing. And again, I'm speaking from my experiences. So my message is less stress, better spirit. Less stress, better health. Less stress, better quality of life. So what are we doing to eliminate stress? Who is around us that's causing us to stress out? What is our responsibility from within to bring a quality spirit to the table to enhance and relieve stress on those that you are surrounded with? We have to start really, really looking at ourselves. Because you hear statements like, that person make me sick. I'm not happy because of that person. Or I don't like how this person is treating me. Or I don't like the job that I'm in. Or I don't like the fact that financially I'm not where I need to be. Or I need it. Well, we got to take some steps back. The one thing that I know in life, truth is undefeated. I shared that with you all before. Truth is undefeated. So truth and the reality is right in front of you. So those things that are in front of you, you see it. So now what are you going to do to change it as it relates to you? You know if you're not getting the proper rest. You know if you're not working out. You know if you're not studying, you're not reading, and you're not surrounding yourself with quality individuals that have the same aspirations you have to be better. You know if your spirit is not right. You know if you're negative. You know if you're being positive. You know if you're not being uplifted. You know if you don't have a quality, upbeat, good attitude. You know when you have resentment in your heart. You know these things. This is your truth that you wake up to each and every day. Now, you can lie to me. I can lie to other people. You can cover up and have this exterior way about yourself. But inside, you are who you are. And until we recognize, until we face who we are from the inside, then we're going to continue to stress. We're going to continue to allow life challenges to beat us up. And remember, I'm sharing this stuff because it's happened to me. I have stressed. I have allowed the problems of the world, I've allowed people to affect my quality of life. And I have to do better, be better, and work on these things on a continuous basis, or I'm not going to be any good to anybody. And even if I am doing halfway decent, it will catch up to me. And what will happen is I will be off this earth too soon, and I will be a memory. See, I'm always going to use myself as an example, because I think a lot of times people always take things out of context and always think you're screaming at them or thinking you know so much, or you trying to act as if you know. All I'm doing is facing the true realities of life. I've been on all sides of the fence, y'all, so I have some experience in what it is, and I'm willing to share it. You can't hide as much as you may want to. And you may get away with certain things. And you may have some things pass you by. And God may, his grace and mercy may not reveal it to the masses. But it will weigh on your own soul. And it will weigh on your mind. And it will be all over you. And ultimately, the God you serve will know. Again, speaking for myself, there's a lot of stuff that I deserve. There's a lot of things that I'm supposed to go through. But with it all being said, I have to remain understanding to what God has for me is for me. And I have to be less stressed. And I have to understand that as long as I'm walking to the best of my ability in a good way, then I deserve and I need to go through what I need to go through. But I don't need to stress. I need to bear it. I need to endure it. And I need to overcome it. Because that's what God will want me to do. So what do I do to eliminate stress? What do we do to eliminate stress? We have to first and foremost, not be in denial and say that we are stressed. So we have to identify the truth in us that we are stressed. That's the first indicator. The second thing is pray and meditate and ask God to give me the answer to eliminate the stress. And then start searching for stress relievers and start making time to make sure that that stress can be eliminated. Remember, we're three being creatures. And whenever those three parts of our being is being attacked, that makes the kryptonite. And now we are vulnerable and we're accessible to whatever comes our way to allow us to start worrying and stressing about the outcomes of our lives. So let's talk about the mind first. What are we doing? Because the mind really controls it all. Because when that mind goes and it wavers, the mind can play tricks on you and make you to believe that things are not going to pan out in a good way. Going to make you believe that you can't overcome. Going to make you believe that everything is not what you think it can progress to be in a great way. So we got to work on that mind. We got to study the right things. We got to put the right information in our mind. And we got to surround ourselves with mindful people that want the best to enhance who we are. And then there's our health. We got to work on our health. Weak mind, weak body creates a weak soul. Because when you don't feel right in your body and your mind is not good, your heart not right. So we got to work out. We got to eat, drink plenty of water. We got to rest, take naps, and sit still. And then we got to work on that heart, that soul, that spirit. That's where it's going to come all together. And then we can be able to eliminate stress and deal with our issues in a harmonious, good way. So as I close out, y'all, don't let stress kill you. Don't let stress affect your relationships. Don't let stress destroy your relationship with God and with your inner self. You're no good to nobody if you don't work towards better health, better spirit, and a better quality of life. So what are we going to do to make change? Where are we in our mind? So as I close out, y'all, I just want to thank you all for taking on this message early this morning. Start working towards those things to eliminate stress. We can't change people, but we can change ourselves. And ultimately, the change within us can help the change in others. I really, really believe in that. I believe that certain people are not going to conform, but I believe that people ultimately want to conform. We have to want better, do better, and be better for ourselves and for others. So remember, as I close out, let's eliminate that stress. Let's have a better spirit. Let's be powerful in our health and in our quality of life. Remember to hug somebody, kiss somebody, love on somebody. Thank you once again for allowing me to share this message with you. I wish you all well. Have a great rest of the week. I'll see you on Friday, y'all. Take care. Be safe. Have a good one. Love you all.